Everyone, Dr. M. Graves here. Today we're talking about parenting during a pandemic. Christy Chanel, my blog and newsletter writer, and also kind of helps topic director, I would say. So today we're kind of working on developing a blog and newsletter for parenting, and this is our procedure. So, how do you parent during a pandemic? I think of all the times, it's back and forth. But what I've always kind of said to lots of patients is just like on an airplane, you're putting the oxygen mask on yourself first and then on your kids. So if you're, as the parents, the mom and the dad, ultimately, I think need to take some time in the next day or week and figure out what can help them get through this. They need to start developing some tools. So for me, I think as I kind of lost more interactions with people, I have to transition. So make sure I get that feel connected to others throughout the day, because that helps me feel less isolated.
Okay, here's a big thing I think some of us parents are dealing with.
Yeah.
Can we talk about expectations? We are trying to parent our kids from home.
Yeah.
We are trying to do our own jobs.
Yeah.
We're trying to have this keep our own selves sane and be this great mentor for them.
Mhm.
I mean, what gives? At what point do we give ourselves some slack, or should we, or what does this look like?
Well, yeah, I think uh, that's a good question. Ultimately, yeah, I think we should all be real and honest and fall apart a little bit, and realize that this, what we've been asked to do is a very, not impossible task, but a very mind altering and life disrupting task. So if you're used to going to an office and working with people, that's a whole different story than trying to work from home and parent and not also be teachers and also be the lunch lady
Yes.
and the
Yes.
gym coach.
When
And
I wake
so,
up in the morning, it is the first thing I think of is this is really, it feels very overwhelming because
yeah,
I know I can get my work done and I have this whole new job as well. And what's the priority? It's very nebulous for me.
yeah. I think the priority is just to let go. Learn how to let go and slow down. This
What
isn't a
do we
time.
let go of? What do we as parents let go of?
I think of our expectations. Our kids are going to be okay. If they miss a couple months of school, it's not going to destroy their future, right? Man, it's okay. Kids are resilient, their brains are adaptable, they're going to catch up. So if we're out of school for the next 2 months throughout the summer, it's going to be a lot of work to catch up, but they'll catch up. So I think you got to give yourself love and compassion and empathy and be realistic. Like, my whole life and everybody's life just changed.
Go ahead and
Oh,
wait.
speaking of kids, what's up, man?
Change. Here's River.
Yeah, this is how we roll with it.
Go have fun. That's how we roll with it.
Yeah, and I think we just have to. The frustration is like a lot of us enjoy being productive, right? It gives us a sense of
Yeah.
self. It gives us
Purpose. A sense
a
of
purpose.
purpose. What is our purpose right now? And is it okay to change that?
Yeah, I think our purpose is to love our kids and our family and connect with our hearts at this time. I
What
think.
do you like? What would be a few ways that we can do that?
Well, I think instead of stressing about if kids are getting homework or education, I think you just got to say, fuck it. You know, maybe today my kids and I, we just sit and do a Marvel movie marathon and eat popcorn all day.
Okay, you need to stop for a second
Okay.
because I think that's really good to hear.
Mm.
And just hearing someone say that
Yeah.
to me personally, that it's okay to just go and do that,
Yeah.
just takes a huge weight and
Yeah.
this feeling of all these things I have to do, but maybe
Yeah.
part so much of it is just sitting with them.
Yeah. Give yourself permission just to enjoy your kids. because ultimately, if we learn one fucking thing in this pandemic, that life is fucking precious. We could all die tomorrow. I could walk out and get in my car and someone could run me over. Like, life is precious. So what I want to do, in my opinion, what brings, since life is precious, what I have is time, and I can spend that time loving on the people I love. And at this time, ultimately, I think that's what we need to connect with. We need to love on the people that we love and that love us back. And if that means, you know, pushing off school for a few days, sitting, going on a walk with the kids, maybe you don't want to do the house projects because it's boring. You don't want to fucking do it alone. So it's like, hey guys, we're gonna all make masks today, for people that are in, you know, that don't have time to make masks. Grocery shop workers need masks. You know, Home Depot, Lowe's, all those people need masks. Do stuff like that, or just binge Harry Potter. You got yeah, binge Harry Potter, eat shit for a day, popcorn, and do something fun. We all need to connect with things that are fun. We need to stop worrying about being productive. We need to stop worrying about all that stuff and connect to what we enjoy at this moment and what brings us, because all this shit is coming on us and crushing us down. It's up to us to figure out what's fun. Hey, what do I enjoy? Or what can I enjoy in this moment and bring me back up? Does that make sense? And I can't give you permission to do that. Everybody has to give themselves permission to do that. That's what I recommend for mental health.
And I think just hearing that
Yeah.
real perspective,
Yeah.
it feels good. It feels right to,
Yeah.
at least to me. I don't know if it will to other parents,
Yeah.
but I think that feels right now.
Yeah. We all need to take a time out, a mental health, a few mental health days, spend time with your kids, um, do something fun. And it's hard with social isolation, but you got to be creative and do things that you enjoy with your kids, and just tell and talk to them about this. Ask what they hear from their friends. I mean, kids are all ages, right? You got little kids that have no idea, that are just like, oh, this is fun, mom and dad are home. And
Yeah.
then teenagers that are
What
online
about
with,
teenagers?
yeah.
What about parents of teenagers?
I think you need to, at this point, honestly, I think we have to go from kind of this model of parenting where it's like, hey, we're the authoritarian or a authoritative figure, and you got to do this and don't do that, to more authoritarian and start enlisting them as older kids in pandemic and start treating them like adults. If 200,000 people are going to die, teenagers are going to be talking about it. And we need to explain to them that, hey, we really need your help here at staying at home. We need your help. I know this is hard. You want to be with your friends. Um, we just need your help to protect people that are at risk. We're all in this together, man. We're all a unit. We all need to enlist everybody's help, whether you're 80 years old or 15 years old. If we need your help to get through this pandemic, and we need to talk about it. We need to communicate with our kids what's going on. If kids are older, I think we need to be realistic with them that, yeah, this is going to be a tough few months. And at the same time, you need to reassure them, like, hey, we're going to get together as a family. We don't want to keep fighting and bickering. Let's focus that extra energy we have into doing something good for the community. There's lots of people that need help right now. So it's, yeah, teenagers are hard, but I think at this point we need to start being honest with them and talking with them. And now they don't have friendships to connect with. Kids need social interaction, right? They don't have that. So unfortunately, the parents and the adults in the home are gonna kind of have to fill that void, and the family's gonna have to come together and try to navigate these hard situations together.
I think that's such good advice. I need to end
But,
this now and go have a 30-minute cry.
and
um,
I gotta go
no,
with the patient.
yeah, this is how we form our blogs and newsletters. This stuff isn't scripted beforehand, or we don't know what we're talking about. A lot of this is just real world questions and situations that we're going through, that we're trying to provide insight to others for, and hopefully help you. So we hope this has been helpful to listen to and insightful. I know personally it has been for me. So thank you.
You are, hey, anytime. So we're in it together, man. Just, yeah, fall apart. Everybody give some self-love and compassion, slow down, and just take a few days off, man. Just take a few days off.
Remember that.
Yeah, I'll try.
Those newsletters written.
Yeah, well, yeah. And that's okay. If they get delayed, they get delayed, right? It's all right. So,
I like doing it.
all right. Love you. Love to you all. And we'll be in touch.
Love you guys.
All right. Bye-bye.